welcome to a journey into fitness and feeling fit. I'm Susan Rubenstein. So I'm here today to get you fit. Maybe you've taken a little time off in the summer and you've tried other exercises. Maybe your program has slowed down a little bit. So I'm here to give you some great tips to get you back on track so we can do some exercises in our home, or you can take these outside with you. And all you're going to really need is just a lot of space and some good energy. Important just to go over a couple helpful tips. We're going to start with sneakers. So anytime we're doing active movement and energy, we want to have a good pair of sneakers. So it's always a good idea to check in how old those sneakers are. You may want to make sure that they've got a lot of cushioning. Second, comfortable clothing. Clothing that's breathing, and so you're able to wear it and you feel like you can move in it and you're not constricted. Water. Water is so important. We need to drink our water all day long, but especially when we're exercising. That's really important. We want to look out for signs of dehydration. If you start to feel a little dizzy, if you start to feel a little crampy, that's a sign that you might be dehydrated. Options, if you want to bring along with you some light weights. I brought a tube with me today, a towel, just in case we start to get a little hot, we want to cool ourselves down, and I brought a mat. I also will show a couple moves in a chair. So if you feel like you enjoy the program, but you're more comfortable in a chair, sit right down and join along. You can get a great arm and leg workout. So also really important, if you're new to an exercise program, welcome. Making that first step to committing to exercise is so important, but you'll want to run this by your doctor. Just rule out any potential health risks, get a health screening, make sure everything's okay. All right? So with that being said, we're taking off. What do we want to think about? We want to think about warming up. So we're going to work on the 5 components of what I think creates a really healthy exercise plan. First is the cardio. So we're getting that cardio going by moving the knees in front of the body, pumping the arms. This is getting the energy going. So wherever you are, just get those legs marching. Now take your stance out a little bit wider. Draw your belly muscles in and pump. Good. Now we're going to add some heel digs. We're going to squeeze out in front and bring the heels to the front. So this is giving the backs of the legs a good stretch. Good. Keep that going. Keep tapping. Now, all I'm going to do is change that to a toe in front. I'm going to push out. So we're pushing to the front. Again, you can sit in a chair and you can do the footwork and the arm work. Good. Keep that energy up. I'm going to go back to that strong march. So bring the knees up. If you feel like you want to add a little bit more of a jog, you can do that. That's why it's important to have sneakers on. Keep the energy up. Good. Ribs lifted, chest lifted. Nice deep breath. Let's go back to the heels, to the front, and squeeze the biceps now. Good. Let's go back to the toes in front. We're going to push out 8 times. That's it. Lots of energy. All right, ready? We're going to pick those knees up and press down. So now in lifting the knees, we got to think about scooping the belly muscles in. Keep lifting for 8. Good. All right, we're going back to the beginning. March or jog. Keep those arms going. Chest up. Nice deep breath coming from your belly. Good. Keep that up. All right, let's try the heels. Let's change the arms now. Reach up. So we're bringing the elbows out in front. Get a little squeeze going on to the biceps. Now the toes and push. Open the body. That's it. Now as we bring the knee up, we have the option to step out wide and cross the elbow to the knee. That's it. Keep that going 8 more times. Feeling yourself warm up? So we're going to change direction with our legs. We're going to do hamstring curls with a row of the arms. So not only does this work the chest, it works the legs. Good. Keep rowing. That's it. Now, with a nice wide stance, we're going to reach overhead and stretch. So you're lifting your ribs from your hips. Big extension to the sky. Nice and lifted. 8 more times. Bringing it up. Pressing up. Good. Now we go into rotation. We're going to turn. So we're turning side to side. Watch your back on this. That's it. 8 more of these. 8. You should be feeling the energy now. One more round to the jog or the march. Remember, if you're sitting in a chair, what would you do? You could just pick your feet up, nice and steady, and follow along. Good. Keep that going. We've got our heels to the front. Tap it out. That's it. Now we've got the toes. Now we're going to push up more towards the ceiling. Get those side ribs working. Now we've got the knee, either the press down or the cross. Listen to your back on these. Good. And then into our hamstring row. That's it. Good. We're going to work into that reach over. 8 times. That's it. Good. 4 more. And rotation. Opening chest. Now we're going to work our heels out to the side. We're going to stretch. So imagine you picked up a rubber band and stretch it across your chest. Keep stretching. 8. Good. Now I'm going to get a little fancy with the footwork. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel. Good. Keep that going. Heel, toe, heel. 2 more. I'm going to work the knees back to the front, but I'm going to reach to the inside of the knee. Good. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take both hands, touch the side of the knee. Maybe even lift the thigh up a little bit higher. Let's reach to the inside of the knee again. Good. So some of you will stay here. If you're in a chair, option, lift from here, or just pick that knee up, back nice and straight. Good. So do what works for you. Let's take it to a step. Now shrug, push out. So let's work on creating length through the arms. That's it. Up, up. Now we're going to have fun with these arms. We're going to take them on a little spin now. Lift, moving those arms front. Good. Stretch, use your rib cage. Let's do that again. 8 more. 6. Good. Back to those side wings. Let's lift them up and down. Now, fingers are together like blades, so that creates some tone and resistance. So now, the second component that's important in exercise is the cardiovascular first. Second would be the strength. So we're going to start to tap into that. We're going to reach out, pull in. Notice how I'm playing with my hands. I'm reaching out, squeeze in. Good. And again. Keep going. 8 more times. 8, 7, 6. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2 more. Now I'm going to keep the feet marching. I'm going to take my hands, squeeze, pull, reach, and open. So we got a little combination going on over here. Good. So if you don't get it at first, don't worry about it. Try it. The main thing is that you're moving. So that's one of the most important things, is try to get up every day, have a plan. You got 10 minutes, 20 minutes, don't think that's not enough time. It's plenty of time. Good. Now let's take our hands and turn them back and push back. Let's open the tight chest. So many times the way that our bodies are positioned, whether at work or driving, causing our chest to collapse forward. So we want to reverse that. Let's keep going. 8. Woo, it's almost time for some water. Now, I'm going to add a heel, but an opposite arm, lengthening, up. Again, working with my blade fingers. Reach, good. Keep that going. Now, we're going to work the hamstrings by kicking and reaching. Listen to your back on these. If you've got those high kicks in you, you can reach right out to your toe. Just make sure that feels good on your lower back. Good. We're going to do 8 more of these. Chest up. 6. Good. 4 more. And then tap it down and lift. Good. So with any exercise program, the warm-up is important. Then get the energy work in. And as I mentioned, we're going to tap into strength. So you can join me as I pick up my weights. I've got a light set here. If you don't have weights, you can use water bottles, soup cans, or use your own resistance. All right, before I pick up those weights though, water. Have a nice sip. Keep yourself moving. That was delicious. All right, now weights in hand. I'm going to ask you to still march your feet whether you're in your chair or not. Weights to the side. We're just going to squeeze and bring it down. Good. Now, I'm going to start to talk about the third component to a healthy exercise program. That third component is training your core. So when we think about core, we think about abs and back. So that's really important to engage your abdominal muscles, draw your navel into your spine, sitting up tall. Now, the other part that we think about working when we're engaging our core, which is part of it, is the hips, thighs, and buttocks. So they're working, but it's how we do that, making our posture strong. Good. Couple more of these. Now, I'm going to open my stance. I'm going to squeeze and tap. So now I'm crossing right in front of my body. What do I want to add? Some hamstrings. So why not work the legs at the same time you're getting your upper body in? So compound movements are great for conditioning the body for those everyday activities that we're out there doing. And I know you're doing them. Good. Squeeze it nice and tight. Now, little challenge, we're going to double. 2. Don't worry if you miss out on the first round or 2. Jump in when you're ready. Good. 2 more. Now I'm going to add a push. Push, push, push. Good. The weights start to feel like they're too much, just put them down. Good. Nice and strong. Now, I'm going to go back to my knee work. Lift. Good. So, we squeeze back into the biceps. Another reason why I'm using lighter weights is because I'm doing lots of repetitions. So when you use the lighter weights, you can do more repetitions. If I had heavier weights, I wouldn't be going this fast or doing as many. Good. Still feel my heart rate up. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to kick, kick. So I've tapped into something else. What would the fourth component be? Balance. So we've tapped into our cardio. We've got our strength. We're working our core muscles, abs and back. And now we work our balance. Kick. Good. Nice and strong. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, nicely done. Back to a tap. As we tap, just shrug up and down. Give your arms a little bit of a break. Good. Keep going. 8, 6, 4, and good. Stop. Now, we're going to leave all that movement behind. So, we're going to take our feet to the outside of our hips. Really important when doing a squat is you balance your knees over your hips or over your feet. How over your hips. Let's take the weights right in front of our thighs. So when we bend down, our knees are right over the feet, our backside is down, and then we're lifting up. So if I were to do this standing with a chair behind me, I would want to push my seat towards that chair and come up. And again, balancing the knees over the feet. Good. So let's continue that. We're going to come down, squeeze up. Chest is lifted, core is active. So I am working my abdominals and strengthening my back. And I know you are too. Good. One more time. Squeeze it up. Good. Now, let's add a little bit different component to this. We're going to take the weights to our side. When we curl up, we're going to sit, push, sit, and return. So with or without weights, right now I'm just taking the weight straight up. We're going to do 8 more. 8, lift. Good. 7, You want to feel yourself push up through your heels. 6. That's it. 5. 4 more. Down, up. Last 3. 2 more to go. 1 more time. And up and down. Good. Shake that out. Now, I'm going to add the balance component to this. So that would be maybe more of a mid stance. So we were out a little bit wider. That's really good for working your backside of your seat. A mid stance focuses more on our thighs. We're going to bring the weights out in front of us. We're going to drop down, lift our heels, and push. So how does that sound? Sit, lift the heels, push out. Again, you can always put the weights down if this just doesn't feel right to your shoulders or your back. So now we're getting our strength in, our core, our balance. Rising up. Good. 6 more. 5. 4. 3. Good. Couple more times. Come up. On your last one, I'm going to ask you just to balance, lower the weights, and try walking your feet in and out while you're on the balls of your feet. Just give it a try. You can do this sitting down, still strengthening your calf muscles. Up, down. Good. Now, bring your feet back out. Lower those heels. Lower the shoulders back. Open your chest up. Good. All right. So our legs are out nice and wide. We're going to bring the weights in front. This time when we sit, we're going to raise one arm front. Bring it in. Other side. Good. Let's do that again. Find the chair. If you're getting tired from the squats and maybe you just want to work upper body or vice versa, go right ahead. Remember, I'm here just to give you some great ideas. And then at home, you can join me or you can take some of these ideas, put them together with your own workout. Hopefully you have a routine. It's also nice to exercise with friends. I teach classes where a lot of the people come and they really enjoy each other's company. We come together with a smile. We're committed. And that's something else, the commitment. When you tell somebody you're going to do something, you're probably going to do it. Good. But you also have to commit to yourself. And come out of that. Nice job. All right. So now I'm going to add a little bit of hip, what we call abduction. So if you were working with a chair and you wanted a little balance, you would hold the side of the chair and bring your leg out. All right? If you want to stand with me, freestyle, you can also use a wall for this. Weights are going to be just slightly out from the hips. We're going to flex the foot and bring it out, squeeze and bring it in. So not only are we working the outer hip and thigh, we're working the inside of the thigh, which we call the adductor. So how to remember that word for the inner thigh? We're adding, bringing the 2 legs together. Good. Squeeze. 6. 5. Oh, here comes that balance again. 4. Notice how I'm not touching the floor. You can always touch the floor, though, if you need to. 2 more. 1 more time. Release. Woo! The leg I was standing on, that felt a lot of the work. So give it a shake. Let the legs go. All right. We ready? Side number 2. So if you're using a chair, just scooch on over. Feet down, shoulders back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here we go. Stretch all the way out to the side, creating length. Notice how my foot is flexed. Good. Keep that going. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. And great. Good. Fantastic. All right, so we got that balance in. Now, I'm going to ask you just to put your weights down. Now, you don't necessarily have to have one of these, but these are called the resist-a-tubes or resist-a-bands. Sometimes they come in a sheet. Sometimes they come with these fabulous handles. I love these because we can do some great exercises with them. We're going to stand on them, and you can always go back to your weights or follow along. So now the feet are underneath our hips. We're going to imagine we have a heavy suitcase, and each hand we're going to pull the elbows back and down. So I'm going to show you from the side. You can always do this with your weights. Pull straight back and down. Now notice how the tricep, the back of the upper arm, is reaching behind me. Good. I'm keeping my eyes forward. Hopefully my chin's up, shoulders back, belly in, all those good things. That's it. 6 more. 6, 5. Are you feeling these? 4, 3, 2 more. Let's get that last one in and down. Nice job. All right, so we're going to shake those triceps out. Now, I'm going to give you a couple challenging exercises for your triceps. I'm going to roll my mat out, okay? So once we get that mat rolled out, I'm going to take myself down into table. But it's not table on your hands and feet. It's the reverse table where you're looking and facing towards the sky. We're going to bring our fingers behind us, facing the hips. Lift our body weight up. Balance the knees. Now, we're going to dip back, come up. But notice how I'm lifting my own body weight. Now, if that's too much, set your feet out and lean back. Then push up. All right, so here would be your alternative. Are we ready? I'm going to take the tough road. You can join me or modify. Let's do 12. Down. Good. Squeeze nice and tight. Try to get close to the floor with your seat. Chest is open, shoulders back. Good. 6 more. 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, woo, 2, hold your body weight up. Oh, this is the exercise that really challenges the back of your arms. My friend Marianne loves these. All right, let's take the bottom down. Take your arms out in front, stretch, 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 and then shake the arms out. Good. Now, I'm going to flip around and actually come around onto table now. You can do the same exercise standing up. You'll see why. We're going to come to all fours. This is fantastic to continue the strength component, to work the core, and to get our balance in. But now we're moving into our stretch. So here we go. Extending the arm and the leg out, bringing it in. Good. So we're just reaching. So if you were standing up, you would just alternate extending one arm forward and kicking one leg back. Reaching. Good. So let's keep going. 8, 7, 6. Keep your eyes forward. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Squeeze your seat. One more time and release. Now, press your hips back. You can always use a wall, widen your stance, and get a good stretch in. All right. Let's get the back side, shall we? So we've got a few more minutes before I want to just finish up our stretch. We're going to extend our leg out nice and long, belly's in. We're going to lift the leg and lower. Good. So if you were standing, you could put your hands against a wall or by your side and continue to extend that leg behind you. Now, if you want to change that, you can bend your knee, push up, so the bottom of the foot faces up towards the ceiling, and align your hips. Let's do 4 more on this side. 4, 3, we're going to do 2 more. Last time, big stretch, a little bit of a pulse now. Oh, this is where you feel it. Good. Up, up, and let it go. All right, a little stretch back. I'm going to jet over to the other side. Hands down, belly in. Good. Now, take this opposite leg back. Here we go. We're going to lift and lower. So notice how now your breathing has slowed down, so it's a perfect time to take those deep breaths in and out. All right, if you want to try bending the knee, you can flex the foot, align the hips, and reaching up. Scooping your belly in and lifting. Let's get a little pulse to finish. Up, up. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and we made it. Oh, this is one of my favorite stretches, extended child's pose. I love doing this one in yoga. Actually, I love doing it all the time. It makes my back feel really good. All right, so we're going to take it into some stretches now. Another handy thing about this tube is that you can use it if your hamstrings are tight, or you can even use your towel. So I'm going to ask you, if you feel comfortable, to lie down. We're going to bend our right knee, hold onto it, roll around in the ankle, go the other way, and then stretch the leg up. So if you can't quite make your toe, you could use this tube. There are so many things that next time we get together, I'll show you some more exercises. But for now, this is really handy to get that hamstring, or you can always take your towel, put that around the bottom of your foot. Feel free to hold these stretches longer than we are because we're running short on time. And I just want to show you the important stretches that you want to get in. Let's do the other side. I love these 2 exercises because it's actually very helpful to stretch out your back while you're here. And we're getting our ankle stretched. Good. So with your towel, your tube, or your hands, we're going to stretch up. That's it. Slow your breathing down. You did great today. Make sure you continue to drink your water. It's the first thing I'm going to do when I'm finished. All right, so now I'm going to ask you to roll to your side. Come up. Place your legs in front of you. You can extend them out or just cross them. We're just going to do a quick arm stretch. As we take the arm around, we're going to roll at the wrist. Open at the chest. Roll over to the other side and get that wrist in. Open. Nice to get a little bit of a neck stretch in. I'm going to go to the other side, but feel free to hold it a little bit longer. Nice. And just unwind those shoulders. So I hope you got some great tips today and you're feeling good and you're ready to get back into a routine if it's been a while, or if you've got some new ideas, add them to your workout. So until we meet again, have a great day. Stay healthy and stay strong. Bye, everyone.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.